really bad reception in some parts here. Remember, this is actual Arctic wilderness. So we're still on the train. This is like part two of a lot of parts. I don't know how much. Oh, look at that cute. Look at that. It's postcard perfect. So my name is Royce from Sweden, and welcome to the blog. I'm right now, well, I'm guessing we're outside now of the Abisko National Park. We're on our way to Kiruna, which is the biggest place around this part. On our way to Boden, which we will change trains for the sleeper train for our trip to Stockholm that will last from 5 o'clock in the afternoon today, and then we're supposed to arrive around 7 o'clock in the morning the following day. Today is July 28, 2025, and we are traveling on the Artic train, which is completely almost empty. So, but still, if you're going to this part, it would be still smart to get a reserved seat because you'll never know. Because of course, if you have a reserved seat, then you have priority, and you have really like your own place, assured place. Oh, my bag is running away now. Okay, so yeah, hi Foxy. Sorry about it. It's 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 really very hard to how to say that. The reception here is not very good. So now we're facing the north. This is the north side, and that's the south side of the train. The reason why we know that it's north is because the lake is always on the left side if you're going south. So that would be the north. And so the lake is there. So the north is there. Yes. So again, welcome to Royce from Sweden. Hello to Foxy. There's a lot of Tesla cars that you could see that on the road that runs parallel to this train track. Also, if you would notice that the trees are starting to get a little bit taller. Yeah, but don't get me wrong. These trees are not like 5-year-old or 10-year-old saplings. They're actually in the hundreds of years old. So it it really takes a lot of time for a single tree for that size to grow in this part of the world. Also, fun fact, if you look closely at the trees here, the bushier portion of the tree, the ones that have like more branches and leaves, if you're lost in the forest in this part of the world, that would be like a forest compass for you. It's not always perfect, but it's a general indication that the bushier, the greener, the more how do you, branches side of the tree is facing south, and then the thinner side is always facing the north. Why? Because in this part of the world, the southern portion, the sun doesn't go up here like 12 o'clock position. It's about just up to 10 o'clock position, and then it goes around the world and everything. So the trees, they don't have any incentive to grow more leaves on the northern side. Okay, so here we are. I think we're going to stop on this station again. Let's see what station is this. Ah, this looks to be like a major station because there are like a couple of more tracks here and there. This is where the trains going to different directions share, give way to each other. because like I said, eh, maybe the economics doesn't support building two tracks in the entire route, so it's cheaper to just build sections wherein the train going to the opposite direction can stop and let the other train pass by. I have no idea where we are right now. But again, welcome. It's hard to get out of the house because of the dogs. Yeah. Um, just a background story about Foxy. Foxy earlier this month, if I'm not mistaken, accidentally broke one of his legs, and I'm pretty sure it's on the cast and everything. So we wish you a fast recovery. Foxy also likes hiking. That's why they ended up with a broken leg. That's why they ended up in a broken leg. Because you see all of this like beautiful scenery. There's also a little bit of danger as well. Because what would be, they look like they're flat, or they look like level ground or level terrain, but they are not actually level terrain. Sometimes they're like crevices. They're like crevices and stuff there that are, you know, holes there. It's also where the mosquitoes hide, by the way, in case you don't want to know. If you want to know. But just letting you know, the beautiful Norrbotten. Wait, I hate when I do not work or when I cannot hike. Yes, I hear you, Foxy. Okay, so we're facing the south side now of the train. There we go. There we go. See? Nothing much though. We seem to hit like a very flat place. Far flat part of the area. But we'll see. Light wise, and I'm betting the northern part of the train uh, has a better view than the southern side, because this one, the one that we're facing right now, it's the north side. It's where the lake is, and this lake is that runs the entire length of the track up to the next station that we're going to get off and get to the night train to go to Stockholm. Again, welcome from Royce from Sweden. This is the story of a guy that would like to move in this part of the world. It's my second trip for this on this place in this year alone, and that would tell you a lot about my seriousness in moving here. This is not one of those like summer or holiday romance thing. No, 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 no. I really want to move here. If given the choice, I would like to move here, and there's already like a plan, but let's see how things unfold. But it's very promising because, you know, for a lot of people, coming to the same place twice in a year, well, that's commitment for you. But we'll see. We, we're facing. We can see some. Oh, there's a caravan of. Oh, that's weird. Caravans of caravans. You know, because those like mobile homes can be also called a caravan, and then a series of moving vehicles can be called a caravan as well. Huh. There we go. If you guys know what's the name of that purple flower planting outside, please let me know because they look nice. They are very small flowers. Oh yeah, by the way, bad news again for for like people. Just wanted to like let you know that there are like a lot of ticks. There's a lot of ticks among those bushes. When I say ticks, it's I don't know. I'm not really sure, but they are exactly look like the ones that you would see with dog parasites. If you have a dog, I think we're stopping to give way to another train that would pass by here. So I guess the middle track is the main track, and then we're basically park to give way to another train that would be going up north. So north would be that way, and then northeast would be this way. I would like to live there if more people I live there. Well, Foxy, well, the allure and the mystique, and one of the biggest reasons this place is very enticing to people like me is because there are lesser people. And the people are friendlier, by the way. When I say friendlier, guys, here in Scandinavia, friendship is defined and executed differently than in other parts or where we came from. Again, it's not a bad thing. It doesn't mean anything else, but it's just plain different. So, a Norwegian person may be very in their state of mind, very accommodating, very welcoming by simply letting you sit beside them. Okay? Um, you sometimes friendship here doesn't involve a lot of talking.
We have found a phone with a legitimation. Please contact train crew in car number 18.
Aha, somebody found the phone.
Mattias Akseli Nussilainen.
See, people are still very, very, very honest because in some places, if you travel very well, you will never find that phone again. But I don't think we stopped because of the phone. Mm-hmm. Foxy, my dream place here would be having like a big yard, because if I'm not mistaken, even though in some places you're allowed to buy property or development is allowed, I would, if you see guys this one or maybe like this one as well, I would not, I would probably build in the places that would not entail cutting trees. You know what I'm saying? Because and then probably just not really cut the trees, but maybe just like build a pathway would be the most ideal compromise. I will not make it like, cut everything down and make it bare or something. That would be like really bad. Even if it's, let's say, legally allowed, I would not do that as well. I kid you not. No, no. Aha. See, there you go. Maybe you can adopt me, Foxy. No, because I'm really remember Slagness and Sorcier. I like that area. So if given a choice, I would like to I like to buy property there because I think you can buy property much more relatively easier there rather than in this part. Okay. So although this part not really, if this part is allowed for like building a house, probably not, because it's just too flat, and it would be probably not that dramatic. Although being flat, it's easier to maintain and develop, and especially if you're older, I don't need to go up and down. You know what I mean? But yeah, got warmer now, and I have no idea why we have stopped. We're not even on a station, and if there is a train passing by, it hasn't it hasn't passed yet. So we have been like just going to be crossing our first hour of this live stream, which I'm hoping to be able to do in 5 hours. There seem to be hold up somewhere, because even the cars on the parallel road heading north, if you see those cars in the distance, uh, th- they're, yeah, wait, not that one, the white one, no, the one black one you see, it goes to the left of the screen, that's heading north to Narvik. And then, of course, opposite direction heads to the, wait, put it this way, the road is generally heading north, but it's it's basically placed on the west to east side, our position. So technically, we're facing the north. So the road should be like this one, but the road is like the way the tracks are. So that's west, and this is east in general terms. I have Skåne, and I have some in Skåne, and one of those in Skåne is in the middle of the forest. You're my best friends, Foxy. Yeah. Oh, yeah, by the way, everyone, just wanted to let you know, here in Sweden, if you own a couple of other houses, they're not necessarily always mean that you're super rich or you're bragging, or you have like mansions here. Not really. In fact, here in Sweden, you won't see mansions here, like big house, like 7 cars, big houses. No, not really. The culture here in Scandinavia in general is that showing off is not really our thing here in Scandinavia. So, well, this stop is going to cost us a, oh no, I just realized, but I have only like an 8-minute window from the others. Oh, I need to, no, wait. Okay, here's a fun fact. I'm in danger of missing my train because the transfer window is 9 minutes. So the longer we stay here, the slow. I don't know. I have to. I don't know where's the. I haven't seen the conductor of the train yet, but we're not going to look for it because it doesn't really matter. I don't think they would make it faster just to keep up time. We'll see. They need to keep up a certain schedule in this, like, if you're into trains, timetables are very important, because the timing of each train being on a particular spot so the other train can pass is the only method to avert disasters. So train stops in this part of the world means that they have to give way to the train that's coming on the opposite direction. But it's taking too long to be here. which is not ideal because come on, guys. If I miss the train, then I'm going to be screwed. 8 minutes. I hope they. I don't know. We'll see. Because that that's the only window that I have to get into the train. I need to be in Boden by just over 5 o'clock, and we have been pretty sure. Oh, I just remembered. We've been here stopped 20 minutes. Well, technically, I'm already late. I am assuming I have heard this before, but I'm not that optimistic. But I was told that if, like, for example, in this situation, there's like a hold up or stopping somewhere and delays, um, the other train would probably have to try to wait for the passengers here because first it's not really our fault to be late because you're just a passenger. Huh, first bird in a while. I saw probably a crow. There's not a lot of big birds here. Well, I saw a hawk one time on my second day here. The reason why I'm assuming that there's not a lot of big birds here is that there's nothing much to eat. And even the local birds here, the smaller ones, some of them don't migrate, and they somehow find way to eat and find something to eat during the winter, which is really, really very admirable. Like really, you need to be very small here because the food supply is not that big. Yeah, there are like wagtails here. There are like dragonflies here during the spring and summer, because there's plentiful of insects to eat. And the reason why there are lots of bugs during the summer season is like uh, the terrain here has lots of puddles of snow melt, rainwater, pools that are totally devoid of fish because during winter it's too shallow, it freezes over, and during summer when it thaws, it's empty. There are no frogs here. There are no reptiles in these areas. There are maybe a couple of, I don't know, small mammals like shrews or something, but not much. So there are no predators for the insects. Good luck with the spiders. I don't think they're like spider. I haven't seen any spiders, not even a spider web, because it's too cold. And during the winter, it's too long for any hibernating animal to, you know, hibernate for more than 6 months of like really part of the year that has no food. Oh God, thank you. We're moving. Again, welcome to Royce from Sweden. We're back again. Now we're really screwed with the next train because I am supposed to be. I only had a 9-minute window from getting off this train and getting on the other train, which is only on the other track. But now, since we stop more than 10 minutes. Actually, I think it's like 24 minutes. That's really bad because there's no way I'm going to be able to catch unless the time that is specified on my ticket is includes like approximately the same, including the stops and probable delays and I swear I heard something like a girl's name. Oh, look at that. Nice. Oh, yeah. You see, If I could only find a property that is like near or besides that kind of like stream or even smaller, I would be very happy. Put a balcony or put a like a open air balcony there. It would be nice. And then of course you have to enclose it with some fine insect screen, because I have to tell you that in the summer that balcony would be useless and worthless, because you cannot even stay for 1 minute out there without being bitten and sucked by 10 mosquitoes all in the same time. And imagine that. It's like leeches, flying leeches. Again, welcome to Royce from Sweden. And you know, I remember that part of the road. We're almost near Kiruna, I think. Yeah, I think so. Because that part is like paved gravel road dish. We'll see. I remember that. So this railroad has been built during the 18th century as a way to transport, as the only way to transport the iron ore, which is really quite heavy as well. So, but I think if you see this like open space here, actually they could still, if the economy is right, the numbers are right, they could still build another track on this side. Yeah, but probably they don't, because they don't really need it. And of course there's a lot of environmental things as well. So I mean, this would be like a good 300 kilometers of rail, which would cost a lot of money to build. And I'm pretty sure the problem with the Sami people allowing it to be built. Okay, we go to the south side, and I'm going to show you. You can tell the sun will not go up the roof of the train, so it's just going to do that arc again. And this is the south side, so that's why you could see the sun. Last week was the only, I forgot what's that. I think the Tropic of Capricorn or Cancer. It's one of those. It's when the sun now touches it's like the mini equator. Touches down over the down the horizon. Because when I was here, it was all day. I haven't seen, oh God, 23 straight days of not seeing the night. That's why I brought some sleeping pills, not because I'm addicted to it, but it's just plain survival. Because I'm one of those people that could not sleep. Oh, there's a moose. Oh, there's moose. Yes. Oh, there we go. Oh, there's another moose. No, that's not a moose. I thought it is a moose, but we saw two of them though. Yay! But I haven't seen a reindeer. Where are these reindeers? Uh-huh. Um, guys, if you this I'm going to change the angle so you could see properly. Uh, this looks like a marsh. Okay, don't, if you are allowed to buy property and build something, don't buy it in this area. You know why? It would be extremely very hard for you to weather the the warm months, because this would be swarming. I can assure you, this you would be swarmed by mosquitoes, countless mosquitoes in this kind in because all of that water is just a factory of mosquitoes, and you don't want to eat inside the comfort of your lovely home and see the windows with, like, imagine seeing ants, but instead of ants you would be seeing mosquitoes with, like, ants with wings. You wouldn't see that. But why are we again slowing down? Come on. Okay. Yeah, Foxy. I get well soon, okay? And that Foxy is like, you know. So again, guys, thank you for keeping me company here. The three people that are watching right now, if you have time, just let me know. Say hi, so we could give you a shout out as well. And if you have some want to talk about something, even if it's not related to this one, as long as it's not against YouTube rules, we'll talk about it. You know what I mean? So, we can see a bunch. I have not seen this part. A bunch of six. I think six. I can see six windmills here. hmm I don't know if they're newly constructed, but they're not moving. Yeah. Sweden or Scandinavia in general, they're very, how do you say that? They are very into renewable energy, and much of our energy here is coming from renewables. And if I'm not mistaken, there's no coal fire plants here. Oh, they're making roads here. Ah, that's a good sign, I think. I don't know, it's, oh, they're making a construction somewhere there. And there's like a, not really a,
Då börjar vi närma oss Kiruna. Och vid
aha,
Kiruna så finner ni plattformen på vänster sida i tågets färdriktning. Our next stop is Kiruna, and in Kiruna you will find the platform to the left.
there we go. Now we're in Kiruna. Okay, so Kiruna is famous for its big mine, which is like, I'm trying to my best to show it to you. Also, this town is also sinking because the iron ores seam. Oh, there's a monument over there. Okay, there you go. That's the iron ore. You see that mountain over the on that direction where there's like a tower? They are all man-made mountains. Those are trailings or mine trailings. Imagine that's the amount of earth that was taken underground. And I was told that Kiruna, the old part of Kiruna, just happens to be underneath the iron mine. You see, and it's basically the city is sinking. So they have to move the old houses, the historical ones, into the other direction where the mines are not digging. Because those two big mounds are artificial mountains or hills. And imagine that's the product of about 200 years or more worth of mining underground. And that's a very good job according to a lot of people. I was told that there is a kitchen underneath there, and it would be nice to work for experience, just for adventure. I already plan to apply. Yes. So that's the mines of Kiruna over there. So all of that earth that you can see, those three mounds that are barren, is not because they're man-made. So I just wonder how somebody discovered it. Also, this mine as well is the what made Swedish homes very iconic. Okay, so we are here at the Hoppenhof of Kiruna. Okay, rule of thumb: areas around train station are not really like the something that you find attractive to look at. Yeah, unless you are a train spotter. So there we go. That's Kiruna over there. That's the mine. This I don't know if the city is on the other side. So amazing. Look, just look. And then I have no idea if they will try to build or add more topsoil on that, because if you googled it, there is a big deep crater behind those walls. Imagine that. So the trains that we saw earlier.
Och Kiruna gör vi ett litet längre uppehåll när vi byter lok. Så våran kioskvagn håller stängt och öppnar åter när vi lämnar Kiruna. Och för resande som ska kliva av i Kiruna så finns det en gratis transferbuss upp till Kiruna city. So here in Kiruna you have a free transfer bus up to Kiruna city. And our bistro is closed until we leaving Kiruna.
Okay. I can see a lot of people now. I hope they're not here. Okay. You see these trucks here. There's wagons there that carries. They are actually from Germany because those are German words there. Yeah. The capacity for that one is like it's about 2.5 atmospheres. Let's see. Seems to be. We seem to have a lot of people that are going to ride, which means that it's going to be a little bit much more livelier and noisier. Hopefully noisier, because if they're noisy, then I can start blogging as well. You know, we'll see. Ouch! Oh, people are getting. Aha! People are getting off, not getting. So. I thought that these people are passengers. They're getting in. Actually, they're getting off. Oh, there's a ski trail over there. Okay. New city center. So, if you're going to be here, you get off. There's a free free bus ride that goes there to transfer you to the station, because there are some parts of the old Kiruna is being moved to the new Kiruna site, because underneath this place is caverns of, like, big caverns because of the mining. And judging, I think this would be like the new one, because those buildings over there, the white ones, they look new. And I'm pretty sure they don't build on the old site anymore. So I guess that would be, yep, I guess so. Again, welcome to Royce from Sweden. Okay, we'll be back and keep you posted in a bit. Wait for our part 3.